I am afraid. What it's doing the thing again. That's not good. Not good. Sometimes it's one thing and it's the other thing. Okay. Let's check my channel. See what's happening. Oh no, the format is back. Okay, that's no good. Why is it doing that? Can't you? How's it looking? At the bottom, why is there a bar? That's not supposed to happen. Look. You're not. What is happening? Oh no. Okay, so this isn't supposed to happen. Okay, it's good. Leave everything open. Nope. Damn. It's like I'm going to be playing alone. Graphics look so much better on this new computer. The water quality. Shadow utilized effects quality. I'm not gonna push my computer too far. Oh boy. Hello, Axel. How's the audio? Like, am I good? Am I not too quiet? Should I turn down the game a little bit? am gonna turn it down for myself because it's a little bit too loud for me. Can't really hear myself all too well, so I'm just gonna turn it down to 80. Yes. That didn't change anything, but I'll go with it, I guess. That's not too loud.
Behind me.
Yes, this is from the beginning. Right. I'll explain. Hold on, in a moment. I'll pause the game and I'll explain it. So basically, I loaded an old character that I had because I was way too lazy to recreate my old character. So I found out that I have my old save still. I just had to switch my character. And so this is the earliest save I have in the beginning. So I can explain what happens in the intro of Dragon Age. So basically, you have to create your character, and then you get thrown into this dungeon and everyone's suspicious of you because you fell out of a gaping hole in the sky right up there. And so, Cassandra, the woman that was with me, yeah, the woman that was with me is like, I don't trust you because, yeah, everyone died, but you survived. Like, what the fuck? What kind of... Yeah, and so we have a magic hand and whatever, and then we gotta go through here to meet the others. So like my companions, and then eventually the army, and then whatever. You'll see on the way. Like right now, we're just being sent to Liliana. So you wouldn't be missing much in the intro. It's just like a long ass tutorial, which I really hate going through. To be fair, this is like the most boring level ever. But you know, whatever. Let me turn down the volume again, because when I'm talking, it distracts me a little bit. Just a teeny bit. I am playing with a keyboard though, so sorry if I'm clunky. I'm normally playing it with Dragon Age with a controller, but I do not have a
It's over.
Cable.
Drop your weapon now.
PC.
If you're going to lead me through a demon-infested valley, you'll have to trust me. Give me one reason to trust you. Because my life is on the line.
This is Yana, my canon inquisitor.
You're right.
She's the elf that's
don't
supposed to have Lego, but I can't.
But you should have one.
But I can't have it in Dragon Age, and there's no mod for it either, unfortunately. So
I should remember you agreed to come willingly. Take these potions. Maker knows what we will face. Where
look
are
at
we?
the eyes.
At the
so
forward camp
pretty.
or fight.
By the way, this is my
We
first
are
time
on our
playing on
own
my
for
new
now.
computer, Dragon Age, and oh my god, it looks so pretty. I hope you'll enjoy me playing this game, because I love Dragon Age, and I recently watched a stream from
There, watch out!
a Dragon
If we
Age
flank
content
them, we may
creator
gain the advantage.
that I like watching, and I just felt like playing Dragon Age again. I've been thinking about playing Dragon Age for a while now. I was like, I kind of really want to do it on stream, you know? And I thought, I don't know if people would be interested in watching it because it doesn't have a big audience. But then again, this is my channel and I can stream what I want. Now I know who Eggman is. You'll understand all the inside jokes we have. Saddles.
Up on the hill. It's attacked from a distance.
No worries. Her name is Yana. My inquisition name. She's a mage Lavellan, and she does have like a backstory and everything. I haven't finished writing it. But she is a well thought out character. She has a sister as well. And Yana is spelled Y-A-N-N-A. So it's a name I thought of. Maybe I found it on a website somewhere, maybe. But I feel like I've thought of it somehow. Sometimes I think of random names and I realize that
from the breach.
that they're actually a name. I'm like, oh. I feel like you're gonna hear me talk much more because I'm playing Dragon Age rather than Minecraft. Also, thank you. I do like her name very much. I don't like when characters very complicated names. Like, it makes sense in a fantasy setting. I wouldn't like to name my fucking character after a goddess or god or something. You know? Yes, we're talking. If you haven't noticed, I'm really excited. This is like my fucking 16th time playing Dragon Age, and I do not care. Because I love this game so much. Oh my god. Is it? Yeah, I can turn it down, don't worry. I can turn it down. Hopefully I won't get any copyright claims due to the music playing in the back. Though technically I shouldn't, you know, because it's not a... Yes. Oh, now it's too quiet. Hold on, like, it's been too quiet now. Hold on. What about 70? Now I can like turn down the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, it should be fine. Because technically
We're
when
getting
you're
close to the rift. You can hear the fighting. Who's fighting? You'll see soon. We must help them.
when you like play games like these, it's like kind of dumb when it comes to copyright. So hopefully EA and BioWare doesn't come from the ass. Yeah, the graphics are pretty good for 2015, you know.
Quickly, before more come through.
Solus.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
It's okay. I don't mind it. I really love talking about this game, so.
I closed that thing. How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts
Yes,
that have
it
opened
is
in the
egg.
breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever.
Yes.
Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Because of the Inquisition, a lot of my usernames, like my Twitter, for example, username is iTethras, which stands for Inquisitor Tethras. Because I really liked Varric. So.
Are you with the Chantry, or...?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought
By
you
the
here
way,
to
I can
tell your
explain what
story to the
Chantry
divine.
is. A Chantry is basically
Clearly,
a
that is
church.
no longer necessary.
In,
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
In Dragon Age Inquisition. I should probably not speak in the middle of dialogue so that you can actually hear what's happening. So I'll explain all things that are confusing after the dialogue happens, and so that, you know, I don't interrupt the gameplay.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not.
My Inquisitor has such
Your
pretty
help
eyes.
is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
Yeah, Bianca is cool.
You seem to know a great deal about
Damn it,
it
I
all.
forgot to screw
Like
my,
you, Solus is an apostate.
armrest.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
That's a commendable attitude.
Merely a sensible one. Although sense appears to be in short supply right now. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I have seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
Yeah.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
If you're wondering why I'm going to all these places, it's because since I've played this game, oh hi Solus, since I've played this game so many times, I actually know where to go now to find all the coin pouches in the tutorial level. So yeah, and so now you can be like rich in the beginning. You'll have like a minimum of 300 gold or something. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, but you can control
Demon's
other
head.
members,
Glad you brought me
which I
now,
think
Seeker.
is pretty unique to Dragon Age. I don't know if that's a thing in other games, but I know that it is here in Dragon Age. I don't want to go to tactical camera. I don't like tactical camera. the Game of the Year edition, so I have all of the DLCs of this game, including bonuses and new expansions and everything. So. Fucking hell, my magic stick. Never heard someone call a staff that before. This one. Okay. I need to change her hair because she has different hair that I use from my mom. How do you do the scan thingy? I forgot how to do the scan thing. I forgot there's a way to scan things and I forgot which button it is. It's not shift, it's not C. Oh, it's V. Okay, good. My V's and C's non-existent on my keyboard. It's completely deteriorated. I don't see it on my keys anymore. Gosh.
You are Danish, but clearly away from the rest of your clan. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
I have wandered many roads in my time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
What do you mean by crossed paths?
I mean that I offer to share knowledge, only to be attacked for no greater reason than their superstition.
Can't you elves just play nice for once?
We must hurry, before the mark consumes her.
I've had a dialogue from Solus when this would happen with the hand thing.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
What I wanted to say was that I had a dialogue happen where when that hand spark would happen, Solus would be like, "Are you alright?" Instead of saying, "We gotta hurry before it consumes her." So I don't know what I did to trigger it, but it happened, and then it never happened ever again to me, unfortunately. Yeah, it was probably luck or something. It's like the one dialogue, like a banter one time I had from Solus. also from Solus, further into the game that I never got ever again. Maybe I just gotta run around with them in the specific area where I got it from longer. But yeah.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Gotta get the Mel fruit. Gotta get the Mel fruit.
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly!
They keep coming! Help us!
Hurry! Use the mark!
Trying. Well, I know the reason why
The
everything's
rift is
happening.
gone! Open the gate!
Obviously,
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
because I've
We're
played
clear
this
for the
game
moment.
for so many times.
Well done.
But I don't think anyone tells you what happened in the beginning. I don't remember. What do I have? Whatever.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
You find out later what happens.
Ah! Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Isn't closing the breach the more pressing issue?
You brought this on us in the first place! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
Hey, look, it's the
But
end of
not
the
the
world. Deal with
safest.
it. Yeah, it's
Our
pretty much
forces
us
can charge as
nowadays.
a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
Inquisitor
How do you
is
think
also
we should
bloody.
proceed? Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark.
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
Damn it, I don't remember which one I preferred the most. I always forget which option is the good one. You know what, I'll just go with this one.
I say we charge. I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now. Liliana, Bring everyone left in the
Do
valley.
both.
Everyone.
Yeah, just let me rip myself in half real quick.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Hello, Jam Jam. Yes, we are playing, well, I am playing my favorite game of all time. Hopefully the fourth game that's gonna be coming out will be the same level of enjoyment as this one. Well, this game has flaws, but you know, which game doesn't, honestly. My guy just straight up fainted and died.
Be wary. Another fade.
How many rifts are there?
Many.
We must seal it if we are to get past!
Quickly then!
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big
Oh my
one.
god, Twitter.
Lady Cassandra,
Shut
you
up,
managed
Fundy.
to close the rift. Well done.
Jesus.
Do
Hello,
not
Cullen.
congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
I know I'm
Is it?
spoiling all
I
of the
hope they're right
names,
about
but
you.
that's
We've
not a
lost
big
lot of
deal.
people getting you here.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we? The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
Ah, I keep forgetting that I have
is
to
where
right
you
click
walked
to
out of
fix
the
them.
Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
They keep talking about the Fade. Yeah, I love all of the characters' voices. Nicely picked voice actors. Well, they keep talking about the Fade. The Fade is like, I guess an alternate dimension, you could say. That's like the best way I can describe it. Where spirits roam around, like good ones and bad ones. Well, there's no bad spirits, but they can only be made bad. There's demons as well. Fate is Doctor Who shit. I suppose. You could say so. It's more like the quantum realm on a degree, I suppose. Except you don't shrink to get there.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple.
Yes, because we were fighting demons.
This is
That's
your
why.
chance to end this. Are you ready? I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less
Yeah, it's
closer.
ketchup. Don't worry.
No.
Don't worry, it's ketchup.
This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
Divines are like priests in the Chantry. Like the Pope. You could say. It has its flaws, but it's pretty good. I really love the game. It was created
That
back in
was your
2015, so that's why it's
Most
not.
holy called out
Wow.
to you, but
But you know. The Pope.
what's going on here?
Run while you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
You were there. Who attacked? And the divine, is she? Was this vision true? What are we seeing? I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons. Stand ready.
Yeah, the voice acting is great. You can pick voices for your Inquisitor. Like if you're a male Inquisitor, you can pick out of 2 voices, and if you're a female, you can pick out of 2 as well.
Now!
I picked the British English one, so because she sounds nicer.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Or maybe strip the rift.
The demon is vulnerable. Now!
This game has different dubs, I believe, but I'm not sure. What kind of languages are there? I know there's different subtitles. Don't worry, I have a magic hand, I can stop it. If it leaves me alone.
Now! Seal the rift! Do it!
Well then.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Why are you frightened? What happened?
That's wrong, isn't it? I said the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I
If you guys
beg
want, we
your
could like
forgiveness and
read
your
the
blessing.
codex
I am but a
entries
humble
to
servant. You are back in Haven,
understand
my
things
lady.
better.
They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand.
Oh yeah,
It's all anyone has talked about for the last
Yana's
3 days.
eyes are specifically designed to her description. She has like yellow eyes with tints of red in it. Hints of red, I mean.
Then the danger is over.
The breach
I
is
have a-
still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain
Haven.
Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once,
And where is she?
in the Chantry,
Yana looks
with the Lord
buff.
Chancellor. At once, she
You're not-
said.
Okay, so normally the elf inquisitor is very skinny, but I added a mod that makes changes their body shape, so I changed it so that she looks athletic, which makes sense to her because she is a very hardworking elf. So we got new armor, so now we can change armor. This is the best armory. I do not want to wear that though. I have the recipes for those, so. It's fine. Yes, I'm breaking into people's houses. Yeah, the armors can look very cool.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
This guy has a very nice voice, I'm just saying.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard she was supposed to close it entirely. Still a lot of rifts left all over.
Where? Oh.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Give me. There we go. I can sell those later and I can get cash. Fuck off, there might be money. Yeah.
Says that the Chancellor wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Rogers.
Money.
Have you gone completely mad? She should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes Devon.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The elves failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, she intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
Angry boomer.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices
Pretty
in the
much.
temple.
There's a lot of
The
angry
divine
boomers
called
here.
to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
So you've changed your mind about me?
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
Dude, I've
The
seen
breach
so many
remains,
pretty
And your
inquisitors.
mark is still our only hope of closing
Like,
it.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the
The
Templars have
Inquisition
lost their
theme
way.
is very good.
We need those
really
who can
love
do
it.
what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
By the way, I'm asking all these extra questions so you have more understanding of what's happening in the game.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new divine, and then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
It's okay, Jam Jam, don't worry.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
If you have anything like if you have delays, I will always come back to the comment you said before unless it was really late, but I will probably always come back to what you said. So oh no. Axel, no. It's like an echo. But for visuals. Oh goodness, why did the frame drop a little bit?
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thrin, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Okay. We can go speak to everyone now.
Have you heard about the refugees out in the hinterlands near Redcliffe?
We can speak to Solus.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary.
I apologize.
I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places,
The voice
I go
acting
deep
is
into the Fade.
amazing.
I can find memories no other
Sometimes
living
I
being
feel
has
like
ever seen.
the animations don't do the voices justice, but you know.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Just so you guys know, I'm going to be romancing Solus because that's canon to Yana, so.
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
What a surprise. I know, we're so similar. We both hate tea. We're both nerds. We both hate everybody. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, got something in my eye. My mouse is flying around. That's nice.
Segrit told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segrit he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon. Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
Everyone loves someone who hates people, yeah.
Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear.
Everyone has at least one person in their friend group who hates everybody.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
So it's both a blessing and a curse that they're in
Pay
your
me
friend
back
group.
by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave. and his notes weren't here. I'm too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Farewell.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might
I
also
love the
discover
closed
what was used
physics.
to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything
My
seen
staff
in
has
this
a little
age.
dragon on
I
it.
will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
The Conclave... I wouldn't be able to explain the Conclave, but
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area.
I believe
near the
it's some
blast
sort
and
of
found nothing.
holy
Whatever
place.
the artifact was, it is no longer there.
I think it's
In any
something
case,
related to the Fate,
Did you need me
actually.
for anything?
I wouldn't be able to remember. Because a lot of words I myself don't really understand, I guess I have to, like, go into the lore myself. But...
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you'd be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
What's your problem with the Dalish? Allergic to Hala?
They are children acting out stories misheard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade.
Yes, he is very angry.
Things they have not.
Irabellis, Haren. If the Dalish have done you a disservice, I would make that right. What course would you set for them that is better than what they know now?
You are right, of course. The fault is mine, for expecting what the Dalish could never truly accomplish. Irabelas, Dalen. If I could offer any
Abelas means I'm sorry, and Dalen means young one, slash, little... Yeah, Dalen means young one. Haren is like, a formal thing you refer to someone when they're slightly older than you or something. Basically, like, if you respect them. Yes, I understand Elvish. A little bit of Elvish. Whatever's translated in the wiki, so I know what it means by now.
Is the magic they teach in the Circle different from the magic I learned with my people?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
If you're gonna forget it, don't worry, I'll remind you
Part
guys.
of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinta disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral, but Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Hallam Shirel is
Alvanan was the empire, and
an
Arlathan was
elven
the
god,
greatest.
and
Place
Arlathan,
of magic and beauty,
yeah, is an elven city. Elvanan is the Empire, as Solas explains.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Alathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish aeravels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
I already forgot. No, Halam Shirel. There we go. There's a lot of more complicated names of the gods, like Gillanan, and it's like written in a completely different way. So...
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the Divine's meeting. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they live. Some are no more than bandits. Others trade freely with humans.
Oh my god.
And some have disappeared entirely into the forest.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves.
I think the snow is coming from the trees because the wind is blowing.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it's coming from the trees. It's not coming from the... Where is it? I don't know. Maybe it's coming from both. Who knows? Ice magic. Snow's made out of air, so
now
more
that
like an
Cassandra's
airbender.
out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
This is all bullshit.
None of this shit should have happened.
You don't know the half of it. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay?
The last
Cassandra said you were free to
airbender.
go.
Oh
I
my
like to think I'm
fucking
as
God.
selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people
It's
died
funny
on that
because
mountain.
the new
I
teasers
was almost
for
one of them.
Dragon Age 4
Now there's
have
a hole
had
in
a
the
tree,
sky. Even I can't walk
and
away
everyone
and
just
leave
wouldn't
that
stop
to sort
talking
itself
about that
out.
tree.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Should we speak to Varric? We can speak to him later. Should I still speak to him? Or do you guys want to go down there? Bianca.
Need
Okay.
something?
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. Or why, all I can say is he was desperate.
I'm kind of scared to ask
Carry on.
things because he can disapprove of me, and I don't want to fuck up
Carry on.
everything.
Thank you for...
Normally I don't like drawing for people. Unless I'm feeling like it, so... If it were me, I would probably be like, nah. You know?
Still got demons pouring out of the rifts.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentagast.
Well, that furthermore, it gives you a reason to say no.
In the hinterlands.
And who are you to be fishing around?
Because if it's a stranger, it's easier to say no. Because they literally don't know you, so you have every reason to say no.
Looks fine.
Yeah, if you're not that good at something, you know, like I normally say that I am not that great with an anime, and I don't feel like putting a lot of effort into making this look good without you paying me or something, you know. That's why I normally don't draw for strangers, because that's just not my jam, you know?
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Make it so bad it
Well,
becomes a
it's
meme.
gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So,
See, the thing is, like, why does that person want a Superman drawing? Like, they could just Google it, and then they could just Google it and then fucking nag it off of the website and put it on as their profile picture. You're not obliged to draw for them, especially if you're not going to get a reward out of them anyway, so, you know.
you want something fancy, bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Yeah, you can craft custom weapons,
Goodbye.
armors, and everything. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Well, let me check the options real quick.
See reason, Lisette. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
White suits, Yana a lot. Interesting. Okay, Axel, no worries.
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light and goes to all Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one world.
Oh, I went to the wrong thing. Oh, I can still get to there.
How do you think they'll close that huge hole in the sky?
Rebel mages probably made that damn breach.
Mother Giselle is doing more for the refugees than most.
You're back. And in one piece.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here.
You don't necessarily have to trace it
You want
though.
some of these mixed
You
up?
could just like see what looks good and maybe see what looks bad, and then search up a reference on the internet and see what you can improve and change. You know? Oh, okay.
Does it trouble you?
It's stopped spreading, and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor. You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven?
You've just heard the entirety of it.
I love her.
And of course, you know Sister
notepad.
Liliana.
I forgot what it's called.
My position
clipboard,
here involves
I
a
think?
degree of...
Clipboard.
She is our spy master.
I believe.
Yes. Tactfully put, Cassandra.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
Axel.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
I love how my computer
Chancellor
is
Roderick's
screaming,
no
like the
doubt.
fans, I mean.
It limits our options.
But it has 3
Approaching the
fans
mages
inside of
or
it, so it's
Templars
fine.
for help is currently
And
out
the
of
HDD indicator looks okay, and the game is running at 60 FPS, so it's fine.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped
Nah, you
the
didn't
breach
miss
from
much,
growing.
just the small
They
little
have
cutscene
also
with
heard about the
Cassandra.
woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition...
Well, let's be honest, they would have censured us no matter what.
And you not being here isn't an option.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Hesitation. Nah, that's not a thing here. I have a mod installed so we don't have to wait for the...
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have.
Missions to finish. Only certain ones that are...
At your service.
that don't work with the mod. But it's not a big deal, normally.
Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have.
Emporium. We'll go to the Emporium because I wanna change how the how my Inquisitor looks. Like small little changes, nothing too much.
Let's see what we have.
Nothing too drastic. Clan Lavellan offers greetings for the Inquisition and wishes it well in sealing the breach that was opened in the sky. While some Dalish clans hate humans and wish nothing to do with them, Clan Lavellan has always dealt fairly with all and wishes only for peace. That said, they have on occasion been forced to defend oh my god. Forced to defend ourselves from those who saw come to attention that a member of our clan is being held captive. By your Inquisition, she went to the Conclave only to observe the peace talks between your mages and Templars, and we find it highly unlikely that she intentionally violated your customs. If she has been charged with a crime, we would appreciate hearing of it. If not, I would ease our concerns to hear from her, knowing that she remains with the Inquisition of her own will. What is that name? Maethuriel. Oh boy. Yeah, this is why I don't like to name my characters complicated names in fantasy settings. let's go to the Black Emporium. Because I wanna just ever so quickly change the hair and make the freckles darker slightly. Because I feel like they're a little bit too light. Ferelden is the best way I can describe Ferelden being more like the country European side, and Orlais literally France in a nutshell. With a mix of Spain and whatever fancy country you can think of.
I have quite an extensive library on the history of forbidden magic. It's back there, somewhere. I think. I haven't been able to turn my head to look for 2 centuries.
Excuse me. That is... That is not how my Inquisitor looks like. Oh boy, this isn't good. This is not good.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Okay, I don't believe everything was changed on her. Just the tattoo. In the... Why does she have no eyebrows? Excuse me, what happened to her? There we go. Oh, that looks a bit more like her. Oops. I started, the only reason why I started panicking is because I don't remember how she originally looks like, so I'm scared of messing it up, basically. Her eyes, I believe, are the way they're supposed to be, so... I could, but I can't like leave and things, so it's okay. I think it looks like the same. It looks how she's supposed to look like, and even if she isn't looking how she's supposed to, she doesn't look bad. So. This wouldn't happen normally. It only happened. I'm guessing it only happened because of the mod that I have. So. Does this change?
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
At least no one will point and laugh.
Nah, it looks like how she's supposed to look like. It's fine. Hello, bear. Tiny little bear.
Would you consider allowing me to acquire your hand? After your death, of course.
No. Right, we're gonna go to the hinterlands because we need to go there anyway. Also, I forgot to say hello to Reno. Sorry. I was freaking out about my Inquisitor instead. So, yeah.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
I'm starting to worry about these stories that everyone's heard.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. They only say you're the last great hope for Thedas.
Oh, wonderful.
The hinterlands are as good a place as any to start fixing things. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Oh, I need to see her face for a bit. Guess she looks okay. Okay. I feel like this is such a widely used symbol, it's kind of funny to me. Boy. Nobody looks at any of this armor. Oh no. Okay. She can wear that. Nobody looks good in this armor. There's no elements in Inquisition, so I mean there are elements, but you aren't necessarily exclusive to those elements. There's different types of magic, so.
Mother Giselle ought to be around here somewhere.
Inquisition forces! They're trying to protect the refugees!
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold! We are not apostates!
I do not think they care, Seeker. Be ready. More coming our way.
Oh.
It's done.
Rest and pepperoni stuck.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle.
I am.
It has a
You must
griffin
be the one they
pattern
are
on it.
calling the Herald of Andraste.
I'm told you asked for me.
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
You want me to appeal to them?
If I thought you were incapable, I wouldn't suggest it.
Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. Their power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but
Fuck, I love
hope.
the armor Yana is wearing.
Hope is what
So
we
good.
need now. The people will listen to your rallying call as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us.
Giselle could be from
destroy
Orlais, so she might as well
I will go
have
to
a
Haven
Norwegian accent,
and provide Sister
which is
Leliana
really
with names
similar
of
to the
those in
French
Chantry
accent.
who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Corporal Vale is coordinating
Yeah,
the
it has a griffin
Inquisition's efforts in
pattern
the
on
area.
it, as you
We
can
should
see.
speak with him.
I'll ask around again tomorrow. Well, let me know if you find one.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
Ow.
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think
I'll
are
stream
made
for another like
sympathizers.
20 minutes
Every
or
Templar
something,
I've
and
ever
then
known
I'll
has been
end the
to
stream
protect the common
because
folk.
I'm pretty
These men
hungry.
defile their order's good name.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Because if I don't eat in time, if I don't eat in time, I'm gonna have acid reflux, which is not fun. Don't worry, I'll eat. Oh, nothing will happen to me. Don't worry.
Let me know if you find it.
More cold weather coming. Fool villagers. Where are their coats?
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the mages and the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I
There's
could
more
just pinch a blanket
trees
off a clothesline and be fine.
when I'm playing on the higher
Surely
graphics,
apostates
because there's
have plenty of
less
supplies,
trees here
just haven't been able to
when
find
you're
them.
playing on lower graphics, I believe. So I don't remember seeing that many trees here.
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
I see just as many Templars. We should move on. We can only restore order by securing an alliance.
Me avoiding all the conflict. The vegetation is a little bit different for me because I have also installed the mod changing all the terrain and vegetation and all that in Inquisition. Yeah, the effects are really pretty. They look amazing in the Dragon Age 4. They look great. In the teaser I've seen at least. Doggies. Look at that. Doggies. They're possessed by a demon, so
No
don't
normal
worry.
wolf would fight with such determination.
The breach may have driven them mad, or perhaps a demon took command of the pack.
The game doesn't just throw wolves at you as enemies like a lot of games do for some fucking reason, even though wolves don't give less of a fuck about you normally in video games. So... Oops.
I suppose this must be Master Dennett.
We should look around.
So you're the Inquisition, eh? Here you're trying to bring order back. It's high time someone did. Never thought it'd be a Hallow-Rider from the Wildlands, though. Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as Horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts. Is there a particular reason you're making me come here to ask you in person instead of just sending them? As a matter of fact, yes. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast. If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it. What? This because I called you a Hallow-Rider? Those Hallow are damn majestic beasts. I'll give my right arm to ride one. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neg they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
We now have a horse. Are those apples? Oh my god. That's an interesting looking apple, not gonna lie. Yes, we have a horse now, so it's great.
I don't have time.
Yes, sir.
My horse magically disappeared. There are different mounts. As you can see, I have newer saves. I mean, older saves, so... You know. Yes. Oh. Just heard every bone in my body crack. Jesus Christ. We can change which mount I can have. I can have this mount. Or we could have a unicorn that looks like that. Yeah. Yeah, a very gruesome unicorn, but it's a unicorn, you know, not gonna complain.
Flisser thought you and your men might be working up a third. If you needed it.
We're fine, thank you.
Yes, unicorn is unicorn.
Ugh.
Ugh, me.
I think you need practice dummies made of sturdier stuff.
That would be nice.
Like maybe iron.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. I'm curious. Do you even believe in the Maker?
I can't really say.
I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Yeah, we became one with the dummy.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean, exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
He's back.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
So far, you're the only one who's insisted we can't work together.
We might, if your Inquisition would recognize the Chantry's authority.
There is no authority until another Divine is chosen.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a mountainside.
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new Divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Don't let anyone riot while we're gone.
The walls will be standing when you return, I hope.
Yes, I know. I'll go. Don't worry. I went to the wrong thing.
Apothecary Adon will have more pulses.
Great, another cutscene.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
I just wanted to
Lady Machin of Denver
put in information and then I
Haven by
wanted to end
ancient
it here,
treaty with
so
the monarchs of
don't worry,
Ferelden.
after
We were
this
honored
I'll end it.
to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done. That will help.
There we go. Okay then, I think I'll end it here. Cause I am hungry, and I believe that's enough Dragonish for me for today, because otherwise I know I'm gonna get sick of it. Anyway, yeah. I'll see you, Popos. Maybe on Friday or Saturday, since I'm gonna be free on Saturday. Should be. Thank you. Goodbye.